So you want to make your fortune in Alaska. Sure, we have accountants and nurses and bus drivers up here, just like anywhere. But I know what you really mean. You want to be a gold diver. You want to work the deck on a Bering Sea crabber. Or pick fish in Bristol Bay. Or stack gear on a seiner in Kodiak. I don't blame you. It's not a pipe dream. Thousands of brave men and women do it every year. Up here, it's just a way of life. Normal as the tide going in and out. You're gonna land in Nome or Dutch Harbor or Kodiak or Naknek. Doesn't really matter the name of the town. You're gonna get on a jet to Anchorage, and you're gonna hop on a puddle jumper somewhere else. Something with a propeller, where you can tap the pilot on the shoulder from the first row. You're gonna go straight to work, every day for 2 to 3 back-breaking weeks, getting the boat ready. It's gonna be cold, parts are difficult to come by, the food is gonna stink, living conditions are rough. And so far, you've earned nothing. You're getting paid crew share, you see, which is a percentage of what the vessel makes. And since the boat's made $0, you've made $0. You've just been praying that the fish are running that year, that the weather is fair, that you can get on a hot streak of gold, and that your captain's not an idiot. And when you finally get the boat in the water, that's when the real work starts. You're gonna work 20 hours a day, scratching for gold or fish or whatever you're going after. You're gonna wake up in the morning with your hands all seized up like a rusty bolt. You're gonna get caught in a storm. You're gonna pray again that God spares your vessel from sinking, that you don't get your sleeve caught in the purse winch, that the dredge nozzle doesn't suck your mask off and kill you. You're gonna do the math and realize you would have made more money if you just stayed at home and swung a hammer. Until one day, it all comes together.
Whoa! Look at that!
You hit a wicked hot streak of gold.
Oh my god!
18 on the top.
Or schools of salmon come running along your shoreline. Or your crab pots start coming up stuffed to the brim. Remember, you're getting paid crew share. You're gonna start making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a day, maybe more. And that's when you're gonna start to think you got it all figured out. You pity the poor fool slaving away in an office for a salary or working on a construction site back home. It's 2 a.m. You're gonna laugh with your crewmates at the end of a long day, crack a beer and watch the sunset. Or maybe not. Maybe you're gonna break down while conditions are perfect. You get to sit on the dock and watch the entire fleet rake in the cash while you're calling your brother-in-law to see if you can help him hang drywall this winter. No one said this business is easy, and no one said it was fair. Sometimes things just go wrong, and your season's gonna end, even if you do everything right. So why do it? Maybe you're 19 and you're looking for a way out of working for $20 an hour at an Amazon warehouse. Maybe you have a family, and you're trying to teach them that a man can still make an honest living from the earth. Maybe you're just plain obsessed with gold or catching fish. Maybe. What I find mostly is that these men and women have heard the call of the wild. They're not really completely fit for polite society. They gotta gamble. They gotta feel the sweat on their brow. They gotta have a close call every once in a while. They wanna hunt like lions. And right now our crew is hungry, like a wild animal. No one's gotten paid in almost a month. We're still deep in projects, and the ice is almost out. We're all feeling the pressure. It's time to wrap these things up and get some gold in the box. Now let's get to work.
You can see a little sliver of blue out there. The ice still stretches out almost as far as the eye can see. But it's been warm and things are melting at a rapid pace here. I think we can all feel it. The dredge is torn apart. There seems to be kind of like no end to these projects. But we're bringing Ross up, going to make a huge push of it this weekend. I think we're going to just try to be as ready as possible, because I think it's gonna sneak up on us.
Summer's coming. Summer's gonna be here anyway. It's almost June.
I get the feeling that everyone is like overwhelmed by the amount of work we're trying to do on the boat and worried. They're worried that it's taking longer than it should. So I think they're ready to get in and see all these improvements and start diving. The last 3 years we've invested a lot, like more than I ever have in the dredge. Last year was a record season. Our investments are paying off, and I'm excited to see them pay off again, you know?
How's it coming?
It's coming real good.
Where'd you find that?
It's left over from last year. Look, there's like one of these. So
You just repurposed it?
yeah, we just decided to save them last year in case we needed it, and it turns out to be the perfect piece.
Nice.
Yep. Now I just gotta close this all in.
Welcome back, Ross.
I am happy to be back. Sound like preseason projects were starting to kind of run over a little bit. So, caught a flight on a Friday, and I'm going to be up here for the weekend. Try and knock off some of our checklist items. Ice report coming in on the plane. It's still packed into shore. It seems like pretty good, but it is. It's loosening up quick, and it looks really slushy. So hopefully this is going to start moving out pretty soon here, but if that's the case, we're going to really have to get going on some of these projects.
Look any different?
A little bit. Literally, like all season last year, this was on my mind, like how badly we needed one of these.
Yeah.
And like, I'm very, very, very excited to have this. Oh, dude, those are sweet. Something's different. I
Can't put your finger on it?
can't quite figure out what it is yet, but this is awesome. This is a great idea.
Yeah, David did that. This bench comes up higher.
Yeah,
So like right here, and coats and shoes can hang under.
I love it.
And then Dan's been cooking on the outboard brackets.
We're feeling pretty good. Kind of everything at once.
Everything everywhere all at once.
That's right. One of the next big projects is the dash.
We only got the one welder, so we're trying to kind of work together and make the best out of it. If we had two machines, we'd probably separate, but with the one machine, can't do too many tasks all at the same time. So I'm gonna help Dan with what he's got going on, and then when we kind of free up on this, then I'll get back to it.
We're doing it though. We're making it work.
Yeah.
Pretty well centered. Okay, Ross, tack it.
Gonna go behind the dash. We don't always have the perfect stuff, so these holes are a little big, but we're gonna have a ground bar right here for the ground wires, common grounds, and then each of the feeds for electronics, accessories, 24-hour panel. It might not get all hooked up before we actually go diving here. We're starting to break up pretty quick, so we're kind of getting close to crunch time, but yeah, so we're gonna be ready for the dash to go in here pretty soon.
Sweet.
Weld it to the wood.
Nice, got a nice little flange there.
Yep.
We got things to put food on, things to put food in, things to put coffee through, and a way to grind our beans, and ways to move the food from here to there.
All of it for a whopping
$30 for our thrift shopping. We have an entirely functional professional kitchen.
All right, let's make some breakfast.
First project of the morning. I need a threaded coupler welded into our fuel tank, our new fuel tank that Dan built. And this is gonna be for our fuel gauge so that we can thread a sending unit into the top so we actually know how much fuel we have, because we were using the old dipstick, but we're stepping it up a notch. So we're gonna get a fuel gauge. Welcome back to an episode of how we do it, not a how to do it. If you're looking at this and you're saying to yourself, what are they doing? They're putting brass fittings in here. Isn't that a boat? That sounds bad. Well, you're right. But as it turns out, you can't get stainless fittings in Nome last minute, but you can get brass ones. So, brass ones it is.
These old brackets they've already been welded on, so they're all bent out of shape. We have to straighten them and weld them and make it better, not worse, as we weld. Give it all you got.
I need a cheater bar.
Yeah, well, maybe we have one.
I can't do it, Captain. I don't have the power.
Does this help?
Yeah, probably.
That's how this works. That's how you break clamps. Okay, that's tight enough for us.
Let me tell you about my friends Augie and Betty at AKAU Gold Resort. A few decades ago, Augie's family acquired the gold claims at Anvil Creek in the very heart of the Nome Gold Rush. Not many people know this, but 5 out of 10 of the largest gold nuggets ever found in Alaska were found in Anvil Creek. After a few decades of mining there, Augie and Betty, his mom, decided to turn it into this amazing gold mining adventure camp. There are 3 things that are unique about AKAU. 1, and most importantly, there's actually gold there. AKAU provides all the equipment, high bankers, metal detectors, dredges, and you keep all the gold that you find.
That's incredible.
2, it's actually comfortable and the food is really good, which is exceedingly rare in Nome. And 3, you're only 15 minutes away from town. You're not way out in the bush. So you can go to the bar, have a beer, maybe meet your favorite gold miners from the show, obviously me. You can go fishing, go see some really cool cultural sites, or you can just cruise the coast of the Bering Sea in a side-by-side. I'm hosting a trip there again in 2025, where you can get an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of the dredge, meet our crew, and we'll come and hang out with you guys at the camp. It's a week-long trip, and the dates that are available are on the screen right now. So go to emilysalaska.com to learn more and get your spot locked up because they're filling fast. And I can't wait to see you guys there.
okay? Can you let this rest on it? It's okay if you tip it in extra. It can come towards me extra. Eyes. Come on, baby. You guys all right? Everybody can see?
Yeah, we're good.
Eyes. Eyes. This piece will go right here. Fine art. Fine art is not what's happening right now. But it's gonna be strong. Eyes.
That should be ground, that should be hot.
This wind is just howling.
Yeah, this wind's nuts, man. No wonder all the ice is gone. Coming over the hill, you're like, oh my gosh.
We're flying.
Oh dear, it's
Yeah.
blue.
Oh yeah,
It's blue out there.
yeah, very blue.
Oh man. On our drive in town this morning, we saw lots and lots of blue water with lots and lots of chunks of ice. And the harbor is, I'd say 50%, or is it
More. I think the harbor, at the end of the day, harbor is going to have water flowing all the way out through the channel, out through the...
The ice melt is upon us and we have to do everything at once. Get this place ready to go for a swim.
All things considered, I think it's going to look pretty scary for us the next 3 days. I don't think we're going to be ready to go in 3 days. I don't think the water's going to be quite ready for us.
You know, we could be driving around dodging icebergs, but that doesn't mean that we're actually getting gold. But there's a lot to be said for getting in the boat and running all our systems. We need to start up these outboards, see if the props are deep enough in the water. If they're not, we got to yank the boat back out, make some more modifications.
Well, I had to do some kind of like crazy fit pieces in here. We got this one bent. The fit up on doing stuff like this is like, it seems like it's like 90% of the work, just making the little pieces and getting them all to fit where you want it, like a puzzle. And then the weld out is pretty fast. Kind of not taking our time with this. It's kind of like we got to get it done. So the welds went fast. That's home.
Sweet. Look at that. So we'll bolt in right here. And then we'll bolt in over there. And we'll bolt it along the back here. We'll have all sorts of stuff on here.
Yep.
Great job. This looks awesome.
Thanks, man. This is a totally different world compared to last year. So I'm super, super excited. Mark and Eli are up next. They're going to get this thing all wired out and kind of detailed. It's going to get all the switches and stuff and make it look like we could use it. So
radio. We're going to put the little hanger right there for this.
Probably this way.
Or off the front.
If you can. Then the cord. Yeah.
Whatever you guys want
right
to do.
there.
Yep.
The real question is, where do you want open space for future stuff? And future stuff could be things like divers' temperature and divers' breathing air gauges, which would be neat. Rather than dangling them off the wall, maybe we can mount them right here.
I would leave this open if you want engine cutoff, because you can,
Anyone can run in and
chair.
work it, yeah. Emergency engine shut off. But I like this, yeah. This, all your switches.
Yep.
Cool.
Here you go, Mark. I got something for you.
It's not mine.
Mark,
It's not mine.
You're using the wrong drill.
This drill bit has seen its better days.
Oh, it has.
Just me. Okay, we need a real drill.
You went through it, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Underneath looks good. We just got to make one little adjustment here. All right, my side looks nice. Your side's good?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody weld it. I guess I'm the guy that has to weld it. Close enough. Eyes. Big old strong side plate. This is a big deal. And we barely have enough plate to finish the job, but I think we're there. All right, give it what you got. That's pretty good. The muddy old boots.
I've got a couple of housekeeping things I've got to do. So at home, I ordered my wetsuit. It wasn't big enough. I had to return it. Got it in the mail. I tried it on once at home and I was like, it's probably fine. It was still a little bit snug. Then I put it on again a couple days ago here in Nome, and it just doesn't feel right. It just feels too tight still. So I've got to ship my wetsuit out of here, and I found out they will not ship it to Nome. So I've got to get it sent back to my house in Michigan and have my wife send it up to me in Nome, which time's ticking, you know? I don't think it'll be here in time for our first dive. There's no way. If we're hopefully diving by June 1st. Just got done at the post office, and it total price to ship my wetsuit back was $102 for shipping. So I mean, it kind of is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, but nothing here is cheap, that's for sure.
This is it, huh? I mean, things are looking up. I think we're gonna be in the clear here.
This is always a little trick. You gotta keep your thumb on there. If you let this thing go, it'll just uncoil like a something. You're not welding pliers. At the needle. Poke in there. It's okay. It's coming. That's slow. All the way. Keep the tension. Feel the tension. Palatable. Sit that on there. Put that on there. Okay, well. Wire comes out, the argon's going, let's make sparks.
It's been 2.5 weeks, been doing preseason. We're all wanting to make money now. So it's the feel for even us as divers is starting to be like, I don't want to miss a day. I want to go dive.
It is 7:31, Monday the 27th, and we're headed into town. I gotta catch a flight back to Anchorage. So there's another kind of quick trip, but super productive, I think. Got the boat heading in the right direction. It's looking like the guys are gonna be able to get all this stuff wrapped up here pretty quick. Hopefully next time I'm here, everything's running smooth and just get right on it and start diving. So the team seems ready to go, man. We're all working together pretty well. We're really anxious to start making money. I came back this year because I actually really love doing this. One, it just doesn't feel like a job. I just have fun doing this, hanging out with friends, good people, doing awesome stuff and making money at the same time. I feel like making money is the thing that happens because we're having so much fun. I'm back this year, one, to provide for my family, and two, to have a good time with my friends. So.
Huge victory. The outboard brackets are 100% welded out. So, they're ready to go. This hole is so that you can reach down and get the bolts, so you can get down in there and bolt the outboard on. This will cover it. So we just need some bolt holes here. And then we're gonna drill some bolt holes here, and here, and the bolt on the outboard. And when I see that outboard tilt up, and I see the outboard not crash into this, I will be so happy. And for all the steering lines to not crash into everything. So that's that big. We haven't tested it, but it's 100% welded out. It should be fine.
Moment of truth. Yeah, we just did a temporary wire from the battery up to the panel, just to see what we have. We're gonna go through each of them.
I'll tell you what's turning on. You go out and check for
Okay.
whatever's going on.
We'll just do it like this. So, I'm gonna videotape it too.
So first one we're gonna try is electronics. Got power. The only thing to electronics right now is the radio. And we got power. Next one is cabin lights. So that is right above you. And
For some reason we.
I think we just lost power.
I think you probably.
Did I step on it?
I think you stepped on it.
Oh, the camera guys.
Yeah, it's the camera guys.
Who's the camera guys?
Red light for night, so it's not so bright.
Oh, nice.
So, hey, lights.
Lights work. Nav lights, which are on the outside here.
So navs are working. Nice.
Next up is anchor light, which will be on top of the cabin.
So the small short one's anchor light, but what's next after that? So this tall tower, we got some lights that are out, but we do have light power to it. The top one is working, so. Okay, forward lights. All right, we got one forward light, but the other two corners are not coming on for some reason. These are all three supposed to be worked together, so I don't know what I got going on there, but we'll figure it out.
Next is aft light. And that's all we have to check right now.
We just walk away with confidence. Y'all. If it doesn't fit, it's because you put it on wrong.
It would be really cool to put them on tonight.
Okay, so here's what we need. 2 of these, sturdy washers, nylocks that match, and then we need 3/4 inch wrenches.
This is our bolt selection right now. So
Yeah.
it is riveting. Will we find what we need?
Well,
Fancy hardware.
with enough cleaning, this could be something. Let's keep it. David and I are about to bolt the outboard onto the boat, and I hope it fits. What I'm actually excited about with bolting this on is finally getting to clean up all of our tools and junk that's just scattered everywhere. Other people are probably excited about brand new outboards and horsepower. I'm excited to get it bolted on just so that I can clean up this disaster zone. We got layers.
2 weeks of throw it on a table.
3 weeks of like, we'll clean it up later. I will say that's actually pretty good height. Okay, hook that up. Ready? Right about there. Got it? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's pull that box out of there.
Good.
All right, let's just bolt it on. These are important.
Oh, they'll fit. Dan's a genius. The face of a genius.
These are good. Okay. It's better to do all the prep before people are pushing and pulling on the boat. Where's that wrench? I can barely hold it. Been there. Short ones go on the bottom, long ones go on the top, and that's in the back. Seems safer. Angle's not very good.
Need to push.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and push it in a little more.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do the lowers.
Down. Up. There you go.
Wow, how does it fit up so perfectly? How's it possible?
I told you you're a genius.
Look at this. We didn't even need this huge hole. Cool. All right, next.
Yep.
Good, huh? Wow. Man, we are good. This is a little tricky. Can't really see what I'm doing. Feeling my way onto it. Try that. Good. Let's unhook it and put the cowling on. It's pretty good. Numbers in the back so that people can see how cool you are.
Pull that out for me.
Go ahead, David.
Oh yeah. Is that all the way up?
Almost. Well, one thing we can look at that now is the steering rams. And I'd say we got all the clearance in the world. The only trick is getting this hose on here without hitting this wall. So maybe we have to make use of a fitting. And then the other tricky part is look at how this stuff, rigging to, is basically pointed at this wall, so it's gonna be a turn. Oh, this is gonna be a little rub spot. Anyway, just don't tilt it up very often, you know, and that'll be okay. Don't hit. Don't hit. Don't hit. Ooh, hikes. Well, that's it. It's up, but that's too tight for my comforts. Maybe this thing's out of the way. I don't think we're gonna get the cowling on with that. You know? One thing you could do is see, we're in the lowest position right now. Basically just loosen this, move it up, 2 holes, problem solved. I'd rather lose 2 inches and never crush the cowling rather than have this like, oh, everybody remember, whoa, stop, go back up, the brakes are on. Yeah, look at that, huh? I mean, goodness, your water is like somewhere in here. And we are heavier this year, so I'll put it there.
So we could
Yeah,
go
I mean, if this is your water, you're doing great.
That's,
Is that it?
Really up. Can I go more? How many?
That's it right there. That's
Maxed out.
Yeah.
you're maxed out, and she is
How much?
slowly.
Half inch.
That's plenty.
We'll go sideways, clear. Whoa! right
that's
there,
that's
she
almost
is.
touching.
Well, hey, it's not crunching the cow.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh my gosh. Wow, we're good. Let's see the other way.
Slowly. Keep going.
Should be the same.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, she's good. So you go all the way up with it and not crush it.
We did it!
Now we're happy.
David, good job.
Yep. Sexy. I like it.
You too.
I just want to give a shout out to our awesome diver and welder, Dan Rainwater. If it involves boats and aluminum, Dan can build just about anything. He built our pontoons last summer, those awesome brackets for the outboard. In the wintertime, he has his own personal welding business. So if you ever have a welding project in South Central Alaska, you can reach him at danrainh20@gmail.com. You can also find his email address in the description of this video. And leave a comment below showing some love if you like his work.
Sunshine's coming out. Ice has been melting fast. As soon as the ice leaves the harbor, put the dredge in the water and just start getting. The ice that's far away is gone, and the ice that was on the beach, it looks like it's gone too. It changes so fast. In a matter of days, 3 or 4 days, slabs of ice that are 2 feet thick just disappear. And it makes everyone panic a little bit. Like, oh, we've got to finish these projects or start canceling projects. We don't need that. Nobody wants to miss a day of diving. But you can miss a day of diving by not putting the boat together.
All right, here's the boat ramp. We're so close.
That looks pretty watery, huh?
That looks pretty watery in the middle, yeah.
Look at these guys, they're already in the water.
Yeah, they launched over on the other side of the bridge there last night.
That's cool.
So they can dredge.
I guess they're ready to go swimming.
It's great that you have a small boat you can launch from the beach over there. But any kind of day where you have 2 footers, you're not dredging.
Yeah.
Got 2 different com boxes. This is the new one.
This is our trusty old pickers only. Oh, a picker. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wow.
Wow.
We're finding gold everywhere. Every year it's like learning how to do it all over again, right?
Oh man. Dude, next season.
A little bit stressful today, maybe.
Yeah.
Though you can feel the tension.
I know.
A little bit. The water is like clear as pretty much clear could be.
I know.
We could be diving probably, maybe.
Yeah, it's still pretty borderline, but like we ain't far away.
No,
you know?
if the dredge were ready, we would be out there jumping on pieces of ice to move them.
Right.
The big question is everything going to work? It's like, this is a lot of complicated projects. That's easy to mess stuff up. A lot of wiring,
Yeah.
outboards, like.
Dude, come and check out this awesome closet Bob's did.
Just get some impressed.
Oh, come on, man.
You know.
A couple pieces of
Have you
plywood.
seen it, David? Look at how freaking awesome this is. You can put stuff on top of it. And look. I'm officially
In the closet.
coming out of the closet
Oh.
as a gold digger. Holy seating space so our bums won't get splinters.
This is the new helm armrest station over here with the snack bar over here, and then the throttles. You know,
Dude,
gonna
so
get
freaking
mounted
awesome.
over to here. Gonna just drill the holes out. They're going over here.
Yeah, you know, like making all these modifications is good because it'll show the gold that we have respect for it.
Yeah.
And so respect for gold means more gold in the sluice box.
Mm-hmm.
The gold appreciates all this nice work that Paul is doing. So
We got some foam in the ceiling.
yeah, so we'll have a little sound dampening
A little extra.
and a little extra warmth. Little things like this just bring so much sanity to like a chaotic operation. You know, you just have this nice space.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then don't forget we have
think I would
this
like
right
it.
here too for our stuff like this. You know,
Oh, that's
stuff
so
like
awesome.
this. You can,
Store all
throw
kinds
back
of-
there. You know, get stuff off the bench.
Didn't you originally build this entire cabin?
Yes,
Yeah.
originally.
How many years
I did.
ago?
Oh, what? 10 years ago now.
See, okay, I'm
Oh,
not.
more than
Really?
that, bro. Goodness gracious, that's what it would have been 2013.
When you first bought the Eroica.
So 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm. From Zeke, and there was a little doghouse on here. It was about this big.
Dude, legit.
You know.
The boat used to be called the Ziggurat because the cabin in here was this little tiny plywood shack that was in the shape of a ziggurat. It was a really nerdy group of people that.
Oh, it was kind of pyramidal.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like dirt, and
Yeah.
it was absolutely minuscule. So Paul built this cabin, freaking huge leg up, and popped it on here.
The ziggurat. Rob the Zoroastrian.
Yeah.
This is
Which is a-
this is comm lines, right?
Yep, this is the comm lines for communications. Yep. So
That means
kind of important that we do this the right way.
so
That's why they
It's
chose me. I don't know why, but you know, I guess I got
a steady hand.
a steady hand. So if I really want to, I can make bad connections, and then I don't have to listen to Eli run his mouth down there. So I'm kind of considering it. Is it okay with you guys?
No.
No.
I'm gonna replace the crank handle that broke my hand and made me have surgery before season. And it doesn't have locking, so I'm gonna replace it with this guy.
So we need to pull like this one. Sorry, this is real hot. Sorry guys. So this one needs to come like this way more.
Moment of truth.
Sort of semi-recreated. This looks really professional. Okay. Hello? Can't hear anything.
Ah, screwed up.
Start over, Mark.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing.
I can test it.
From either.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
I got you loud and clear in my right ear.
How about the left ear?
Nope, don't have that.
Okay, left ear is.
But it sounds good, doesn't it?
It sounds good to me.
Sounds crystal clear. Hello? Yep, you can hear me?
Got you loud and
Than
clear.
the last one.
About the same.
Talk to me.
Talking to you. You got me?
I got you in both ears on this one.
Yes.
So Tim's ready to put this in the umbilical.
Tip.
It is May 29th, and we have pretty much clear water There is quite a bit of ice right up here. The current has been moving all the ice, you know, from the east to the west, so that will eventually be hitting us. But last year at this time, there was still probably at least a half mile of ice, you know, from the beach and out, and we were mining just on the other side of it. So we're real close to having everything done on the Eroica. Hopefully we'll be in the water within the next couple days. Town's starting to move, hustle and bustle, and we're gonna be seeing some dredges out here real soon.